Welcome back. Typethis here with another episode of the Final Fantasy XII Randomizer, attempting to make it harder by only giving bosses XP, but giving them way too much XP. We are in the Hen Mines for clearing out this one. We've got our little Larsa for... he gives us heals, plus he gives us buffs. And... I was planning on doing more of the game before doing the final boss rush, but we are sitting at level 70 odd. Oh, we need to tap this. So next time I am not going to put the Writ of Transit in bloody anything. And because I was hoping that it might at least be in like one of the final tier dungeons, Pharos or something like that. And I was hoping to explore more of the game this time, but we'll make it through the Hen Mines, clear this out, get a bunch of checks, probably hitting down near level 99. But yes, I was hoping to get a few more of the checks done. We are going to take out the hunt that will be living... Now, do we have to do this? We do have to flip the switch, I think, to get to the hunt. So that opens 2 gates, yes. We have to flip the switch. We're ignoring the flans that'll spawn. I'm not entirely sure whether I'll get to the other hunt. Yes. So this is the Ishtub hunt. And yes, so at any point, because we have the Writ of Transit, we can go say hello to the Bahamut. I was going to hold off. Well, now I don't have any excuse. I've got some healing, and because I'm such a high level, there's our boss. I reckon we should be okay. We've also got bravery. Oh, bugger, Doom. That's annoying. Level 69 for Ash. Nice. Ishtub done. He got annihilated. So yes, next time I know I'm going to be doing a few things different. We're going to do that. I don't have any way of removing Doom. Actually, I think Asuna works. I think. You do have a Sooner. Ooh, no, it's not auto-targeting Ash, so no, it does not work on Doom. So, to survive Doom, to cure Doom, it's going to be let Ash die and use a Phoenix down on her. That's pretty much it. So we're going to continue down here, and I'm going to see you when I get to the next mark. Because there's not really much else of interest in here. It's just kill bats, flip switches, ignore jellies, and get treasures. Holy crap, this area does not have any treasure chests in it. And this is like one of the largest areas in the map with normally so many treasure chest spawns. That's kind of nice, actually. Oh, no, I was wrong. That was a tiny little area. I didn't see the route marker. And there's Ash dead. Yeah, we are just going to select you and get you, Balthea, to lob a Phoenix down. So this is the area with the other mark. Oop, let's get Ash. This one's MP based. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to zone to the other area before we go hunting for it. So this mark requires us to have a high enough amount of MP. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be running around in circles with gambits off for the people who require MP, until we've got enough MP. Alright, I think I've got enough MP. Vayne's is a little low, potentially. But we've run around, killed a few things. Hopefully we can get it to spawn. Has not spawned yet. Vayne is still about 130 MP short. Ouch. And Last has got a really high MP pool. There's still a treasure chest in here that I haven't found. Never mind, found it. It's in the secret passage. Betelgeuse. That is a gun. I don't know if it's a good one. Probably not. Normally what I would do instead of running around in circles is switch out a party member. But you do have to have 3 party members for them to spawn. And they have to have 90% or more MP. Because it's a magic draining foe. Aha! After much running around, we have finally got them to spawn. Now to put our gambits back on. And get you back there. Alright, so status ailments. But Ash is thonking it pretty nicely hard. He will use magic attacks. Oh, nice. Ash heals from that. Thanks, mate. If you just want to keep on doing that, that's appreciated. That's less appreciated, the drain. But this guy's gimmick is when he's on critical HP, which he is now, he should be just about to use their solitude, so he will cast buffs on himself and fully heal. So Hero's March, that's the offensive buffs, everything. I have no dispel, so I can't get rid of it. I don't even have dispel modes. And there's some defensive buffs, but that's fine. We're just smacking him nicely. So, oh, there's a bit of damage. Oh, nice, a bit of healing. 1500 on that Cura from Larsa is lovely. Alright, so this is a more dangerous one. His Bio spell. Because he's also now buffed, but we are still smacking him quite readily. Even though he is attempting to heal himself. So I think this is a fallen spirit of one of the Jahara that is now haunting the mine. Okay, you are being a determined little so-and-so. But you're almost dead. Let's go. Didn't really need the XP. And with Bubble, we now have over 9,999 HP. So yeah, strength-wise, we can take on the final boss. No doubt about that. The last thing in the mines to do is defeat the Tiamat. I can't see that being a problem, given the mark that we just took out, which is harder than the Tiamat, got obliterated. So I'll go meet you at Tiamat, because en route there's the really annoying gate switcheroos that you end up having to loop around several times. Well, only once really, but looping around, annoying, waste of time. Any items here? Nope. So we have hit the R button, and these treasure chests, which also look slightly sus, aren't showing up as being treasure items. Oh, look at that. Mimics. That are very dead. Okay, one of the bats happened to drop an ice shield, which is just a flat-out upgrade for Balthea. But he has to learn the license for that. He's also got 2000 LP now, which is nice. Where is that ice shield hiding? There it is. And it's pretty cheap. Well, now we are about to go face the Tiamat. I don't think it's going to last super duper long. Reason we are taking on Tiamat is because we will get another set of rolls from the clan primal rewards. Okay, it will Asuna us, it'll disable us, but as long as we keep someone somewhat away. So its HP is absolutely getting shredded. It's definitely not weak to wind, because our guys are not trying to use wind on it. And yeah, it's oh, we apparently absorb wind as well. Good, Tiamat. So here we go. Yeah, we now kind of over level for the bosses. So the leveling does snowball a little bit, unfortunately. And now we find ourselves in Erot Village with Gil and a broadaxe. And there is a treasure spawned here somewhere. I'm not 100% sure where that treasure spawns. Might be one of these routes. There it is. Fortunately, the treasure spawns really obviously. Oh, it's Gil. Sparking light. What is that? A dewdrop pebble. I think you can hand that into someone for some cheap rewards. But we're in the Elven, well, Viren village, not Elven. But close enough to elves. They live in the trees. They don't like outsiders. They are slightly racist. Magic wielders, although apparently Fran has the lowest magic stat out of everyone at level 99. Which is kind of funny. I think Ash has the highest magic stat. Not that the stats are that dramatically different that it's like, unless you're absolutely really min-maxing, then maybe you worry. But if not, then it doesn't really matter. But what we want is the shop that lives out here. Yeah. Cool. Yes, the Judok Purple can go fade into nothing. There you go. Okay, we got Tetran, not Lelouch. Let's see, what have we got for sale? Claymore, another Save the Queen. The Kaganui's not bad. And I think Bosch or Vayne can use those. And the slow is nice. I do have the money. The Caldera is randomized quite well. There's some armor with good physical defense. 100 plus MP is not bad. Weak to arrows, not so good. Holy crap, 300 MP. That's a lot. Hi, Phoenix Downs. Regan, I'll take that. And Dispel, I will absolutely take that as well. I don't care about Sloga. But I'll also sell off all the crap I've acquired. No bizarre goods from all that. That's a shame. So now it is teleport back to Jahara. And I do also want to check out what the shops in Baromesis have. There is also another hunt in Baromesis too. So we're going to hand in the 2 hunts in Jahara. Check out the Paramana shops, because we can use the airship to get there. We no longer require Lente's Tier. Although I will teleport back to Rabanasta first. I think it's this guy over here that I want. You the one? Nope, you're not the one. You the one. You are the one. Oh wow, that sucked. 400 gil, woof. And then I think you're the one who also has the other hunts? Oh no, you were the one who talks about a Zodiac. It's the one next to the chief that has the other hunt. And you can also talk to the chief as well, which I did. Okay, Ishtab? What do we get? A Brigandine and some gil. That's not so great. So yes, you can also get rewards off him. And I have had a key item stuck on him as well. And not knowing that that is indeed a check. So if you are scratching your head for a check and you have cleated Vossler after the Tomb of Wraithfall, try talking to that dude and he might be the check that you need. But now off to Rabanasta to go hand in the clan prime rewards. I reckon we've got another clan rank level as well. Alright, Mont Blanc, what have you got for us? You knew we'd done a clan rank. It was a reward of justice with Blizzard. Boo. Another clan rank. Some gil, and I know we've got Rose Corsages and Tiamat. Ruby rings. Nothing much. What does that ruby ring give us? Auto reflect and improves coffers. And I should actually equip that ice shield that I spent points to get. It has 4 strength, which is nice. So we should have some more goods to buy in the clan provisioner. Currently nothing looking any interesting. Nope, no defense on that. Well, nothing of interest there. Off to Paramana then. Fire the airship, because we're going to take down a mark. Might as well get a little bit of reward from it. Okay, we have warped up here, which is good. We can just walk all the way to here and go say hello to the Feral Retriever. It's a mark that should be living just up around here. There it is. You've wandered really far away from the entryway. And we should be fine against this. Is a giant coral. Look at how big it is. Wow. That's not going to save it from getting smacked with us. There we go. And now you've hit us with every possible status on. Oh, looky that. Balthier happens to use this sooner. And it's dead. Yeah, level 72. Holy moly, Ash must be absolutely freezing on that mountain with that little get-up. Any treasure spawned here? Nope. So we're going to head through the valleys and vales, the rifts, crevices, crevasses, and head up to the holy city of Mount Baromesis. And actually, I'm not even sure if it's a city. Temple, at least. The temple complex. I don't not believe that we can do the fight. We need the Stone of the Condemner to do that. And we also... Do we have the Goddess's Magicite or the Dawn Shard? I think we've got the Dawn Shard and we need the Goddess's Magicite to do the Still Shrine. Any treasures here? One somewhere. Oh, right there. Easy peasy. There's an Ice Elemental. Rose Corsage. Right, we got a couple of those from the last lot of clan ranks. Oh, he must be weak to water because alas, I just watered it to him. I'm going to run away from that elemental because you're just going to use Silenciga if any of my guys use magic in your presence, and that's just annoying. Plus he will aggro on. They're annoying because they also have pretty good physical defense, what with them being magic elemental floaty balls of stuff. One item in this area, but we head upwards to get to the city. Smack the ice walls on the way. Whoa, and a Tuft of Phoenix down. Oh goody, now that we know that we've got where we can buy them, Phoenix Downs aren't quite as crucial. Having, well, those enemies I do believe drop Phoenix Downs at a fairly high rate, which is good. So we get up here, and even on a PS2 game, the area around here just has more detail than modern Pokemon games. And it's just more variety in the rock textures. And just looking better than a game that's 20-something years newer. Okay, what do we get from you? Traveling Merchant. What do we got? An Asura. Koga Blade is good. That's not. On hit ice damage. Absorbs just because it's so good. Alright, so 14 defense. That's got good defense. So when we do the final boss, it's not going to matter what our stats are. Ethers. Arise! There's some revive magic. Awesome. And all the moats. Time to sell stuff. Except I don't have much. I'm going to have to go get some money. But hopefully you give me some stuff. A bit of money and a Lamia's Tiara. Not quite enough money. I need 8k and... Oh, I've got enough. Never mind. Let's go buy it. And you know Raise, you don't know Arise, annoyingly. Do you learn Arise? I don't think you learn Arise as a white mage. Yeah, Regan, which isn't bad. Oh, you do have to spell. Hello, thank you, I'll take that. For some reason I thought you did have Arise. You get Flare. Man, Red Rangers has got stacked. Okay, so I've done a little bit of licensing and equipping. This is Vayne's final equipment for our run on the final boss. He is going to be using the Zephyr Pole. Good charge time. Noted strength and magic power maxed out. Dawn Shard gives 62 strength. I don't need any of the equipments that are boosting XP or LP. So that magic resist. Pistol. So any magic damaging enemies are going to shred through our party, unfortunately. We've got the Koga Blade for Balthea. Good charge time, good attack. Boost physical attack by 20%, so he should be hitting like a tank. Especially now that he can use Bravery on everyone. I will have to set that Gambit up, of course. And we've got counterattack. His grid that I gave him Ninja Enchanter, which means he naturally has counter. And he's got counter boost. And he's got counter boost again. So, again, he should be shredding stuff. We're keeping with Treaty Blade. It's a pretty good weapon. Again, she's also got counter on the grid that I gave her, which was White Mage Gladiator. And just do, actually, yeah, no, you can keep that. So, we now have Renew and Arise, because Ash is a White Mage. Balthea has Bravery and Cura. Vayne, I think, also has Cura. But we should be fine. So, now we're going to set up our Gambits. I'll do that. Don't even need the Explosion with the Gambits now, I don't think. So, Ash is using Arise on anyone KO'd, Renew on anyone on critical HP. Otherwise, attack, attack, attack. Balthier is buffing bravery with some charge for MP when he's on low MP. Cura when needed. So he's got a higher percentage of HP for Cura because Renew costs a hell of a lot of MP, but it heals everyone for max HP. And Regen when there's no enemies around. And our Vayne is pretty much the same. Charge, haste, protect, smack things. I have popped the expose and the wither ones back on, just to make sure that the final boss gets his ass handed to him as much as possible. So let's take our trip to the Bahamut and skip all the cutscenes. Okay, we're going to take this route. I almost always take the other ones. This fortress, I think it was an ancient fortress that they uncovered and then rejigged and took over or something like that. It honestly kind of comes out of nowhere. Okay, these enemies aren't not too bad. Oh, come on, sleep. Thank you. Much obliged. Larsa will just kind of do his own thing, attack us. Oh wow, he does not do much damage. He's there for moral support in the form of bubble and heals. That's all you're needed for. Ow. Sonic Fangs. The two bozos boys are off doing their own thing. We really don't need to be fighting these things. They're not going to be giving us much in the way of XP. And we don't need to fight them. Oh hey, look at all the party members whom we totally have. Oh, the enemies followed us. There will be a section where, they're actually doing quite a bit of damage. There will be a section where there are 2 Larsas, which will be a little bit unusual. So we want to hop onto here, and we can let the healing happen, because we're on low HP. We can let the healing and buffing happen. Alright, healing and buffing done to a satisfactory amount. Now to engage the boss, which means engaging the lift controls. And this is a 2-phase boss, who's going to go down nice. We have lowered his defense. Nice, nice, nice. Sentence, that's his special attack. Nice, and he has been lowered again, which is good. There you go. Unskippable cutscene. And because he's a phase boss, we get extra... We get XP from both phases. Yeah, you're prattling on Shakespearean actors and all that, just. Oh, hey, he casts Renew on himself. That just means you are going to get withered and exposed. And then his special cinematic attack, where he briefly taps his swords together and then shoots energy sickles at us for a decent amount of damage? Yeah, a reasonable amount of damage. But we're still going to keep exposing him. That just sounds wrong that we're exposing him. But I guess it's like cold exposure or something. Give him frostbite or something. But we're just going to keep whacking him with not our god sword. We don't have a Bandos god sword. Well, kind of do. Wait, what is even the spec for the Bandos god sword? I never use them. I think I have one sitting in the bank for a master level or elite level Fallow the Bard clue step. I know I had to buy one at some point for clues. I do enjoy doing the RuneScape clues. That is fun. Alright, so now we actually properly engage the damned lift controls. And we're going to go up, and we have all this time to just sit around and let our party members buff ourselves. There we go, reapply the bubble. And just slowly wait. Oh, there it is. Now this should be the set of fights where we are fighting Vayne. And Larsa should have... Well, there should be 2 Larsas here. So there's the Larsa with Vayne there and the Larsa with us. And the game is stable enough that it does not crash. Which honestly, I think is impressive. NPC Larsa... Actually, we should be able to... Allies. Yeah, he's an ally. He's not a party member. That's how he's able to be there. Oh, nice. He's got a lot of buffs there. Okay, who's bubbling? Of course he's immune. Larsa cannot bubble himself. That's fine, he can just sit there. He's not like he's going to be doing any damage to us. The boys are just going to be doing all the buffs, I guess, and Ash is just going to be doing all the smacking. That's fine. Please attack Ash so she can counter, because that is lovely. Oh, wow, look at that damage. 7k damage from Balthea. I feel like that voice line has zero emotion and was maybe not meant to be the final voice line. Oh, we get to see a special attack. Whatever the shadow or pummel innocence thing was. What was it? Mac wave. That's fine. And we're just going to smack him. Oh, he's rendering force of will. At some point he's going to go super buff. Oh, not before we get another finisher. These are his, what are they? Concurrences? No. Whatever the limit break in this one is. He breaks the fourth wall, creating a dimensional storm of some sort. And how much damage does that actually do? Oh, a couple of thousand, but I mean, we've got over 10k HP, so at this point, it doesn't matter. And now we fight buff form. Okay, stop attacking the little flying things. They're just going to attack and do that for everything, aren't they? We might need to disable the exposed one because they're going to try and not licenses, not equip, gambits, because they're going to try and do it from all the little ones because I don't have anyone attacking the little ones. Let's go. Let's see. And we don't care about the little ones. You can defeat them to make the flying swords, to make things slightly easier and possibly negate some of his attacks. Or you can just beat the crap out of him. And option 1 seems to be working quite well. And get a few hits on the little swords because they happen to fly in front of our way. As your Vortex. That's kind of cool. Oh god, his face is terrifying. And I swear his model is clipping into itself with how much muscle it has. And we do, I guess, it's supposed to be like a wrestler belly slam or something. But it's like a laser beam. Oh, that's fine. Oh, Crimson Vortex. Red one. Magic barrier. Oh, he's immune to magic. What a shame that we're not using magic on you. Well, it's going to be annoying when the final boss decides to be immune to everything. A Quagga. So I guess he cycles through his elemental phases. I assume the swords are all elemental based. They're not really doing any attacking. Oh, Thundergut and everyone. I think we've got someone that are immune or something. We don't have quite as much elemental immunity now. Okay, so his physical attack's actually beginning to hit half decent amount. We absorb fire. So please hit us with fire. Okay, you are fairly physically defensive. Tree of Saphira. Interesting. So what move is this one? Is this a different one? Oh, this is the giant sword one. Alright, chunk of damage. Oh, and he readies limit break. But we're still dishing out quite a chunk of damage on him. Though he is hitting reasonably hard. We haven't got all the defense debuffs on him, but there he is, gone. Yeah, we're going to beat the final boss easy. Bye, Vayne. And we're fighting the final boss now. The Undying. Ooh, actually does reasonable damage. I'm not entirely sure what Balthea is. Can I persuade you to move closer to get rid of this guy's strength? Okay, you're charging. You've lost all your MP. Let's see. Okay, you're still doing your buffs. Thank you. There we go. We do want to wither you a little bit. So are we almost at the point where... So you use guns. You know what? I reckon if you got the gambit for reduced damage... Oh my gosh, look at all that damage. For reduced damage from guns and measures. This might make the boss a lot easier. Because I swear his auto attack is a gun-based one. Although being the final boss maybe won't count. Okay, stop flying away from us, thank you. Alright, last was just 0 damage because, well, he's got like no strength. We've got a very high chain rate on that sword. 3 hits, fairly common, is nice. Immune to magic. Whee! That doesn't matter. Again, we're not using magic. So now we get the Mega Flare, which is Bahamut's attack, and we're on the Bahamut's skyship. Because this FF does not have the usual ones. Oh, and he's on critical HP already. Nice! That is the power of Wither and Bravery and many chain hits. And we only got 1 cinematic attack there. Well, that randomizer was not as hard as I was hoping it to be. Next time, I am not going to mess with the XP settings quite so badly. I am going to put it as a harder level 1. But until next time, this is Type This Out and have a good day. Bye!